with Marcus Head.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Good Head Podcast Show. I'm your host, Marcus Head. And today I'm really excited because I get to interview someone who I believe is just an amazing person. She's a rising star and she has a beautiful voice. And she does a lot of things, not just music, but acting. She is killing it on the TikTok video scene right now, media-wise. Before we introduce her, I want you guys to check out one of her latest videos called Feel the Love. So you guys check it out, and I'll see you on the other side.
Waking up, I see you on the other side. I feel the sun, I see it burning in your eyes. Waking up on the right side, see the sun all in your eyes. Gotta run all through my mind. Feel the love, feel the love. Waking up on the right side, see the sun all in your eyes. Gotta run all through my mind. Feel the love, feel the love. Waking up, see the sun. Gotta run, feel the love.
And we're back. So without further ado, everybody, please welcome the wonderful, talented, beautiful Aach. What's up, baby?
Hello, Marcus. How are you?
I am wonderful, my sister. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
Well, thank you so much. We're going to cover a lot so the world can know about Aach. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and talk about your love for music. So tell me, where did that start, and how did that just transform to you singing?
Okay, that is a great start. I was introduced to music very young. I started singing maybe around 9 or 10 years old, and I was first in choir in 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. I got into church choir around that time as well, and I continued on to get into show choir in high school. When I was younger, my mom had a studio as well. She had a performing arts studio with acting and music and dance. And I got to sing and dance and act a little bit there as well. That's actually something that people don't really know. But to give a little history on me, I definitely from 9, 10 up until about 17, 18 was very involved in performing arts. When it comes to dancing and when it comes to singing, I got into a little bit of modeling and acting after college. So around 2018, 19 is when I finally got introduced to those aspects of entertainment.
Cool. So Aach, now that you've discovered music, when did you discover you knew that you had the voice to sing professionally?
I knew I could sing when I was younger, but I didn't have the confidence to really take music as seriously as I do now. I remember when I was younger, my sister, she could sing, my eldest sister, she sang really well. She was like the person that I looked up to. She was my role model. I just always wanted to do runs like her. And I always never could understand, like, how do you do that? And I like wanted to figure it out so bad. And I loved it. And I think because of my relationship with her and loving her, that was just another way to connect. And I was like, I want to, that, I love that. I love that she does that. I want to do that. And I can do that. And I like it too. And that's probably the introduction, still around that 9, 10 age. And the more I sang and got into church choir, I got into church choir with my brother. And I'm like, I can really do this. And I sound good, especially to be young. Like, I can do what these artists are doing, and I can do the people that I look up to and I like. Like, I can mimic that, and I can do this, and this is fun, and I like that. So that's pretty much still around that age is when I realized, like, I sound pretty good.
Excellent. Okay, I like that.
And I also have vocal lessons. I got introduced to vocal lessons young, too. I did.
Okay, cool. So as you know, in music, entertainment, comedy, it takes a village. It takes, especially in music, it takes a whole from the writer to the producer to the sound room and things like that. So can you explain how do you go about trusting that person? Because I know you write your music and I know you have, other people on your team. So how do you put all that together to make a great song?
That's also a great question. You're doing great, Marcus.
I do that from time to time.
Because crazy enough, I've started my career seriously about 3 years ago, and I am now open to building my team in the way of collaborating with songwriters, collaborating with more than one producer. And the trust thing is number one. That is like key to success and productivity with having a team, like on the creative side and on the business side. That is, it's a lot of understanding or changing your perspective of ego and I can do this by myself, and you can be good by yourself, but I think you can be great when you have, like you said, that community and that support system. And I want to be great. I want to share the space with other really great people that's better than me, that's just as good as me, but it's a different perspective and experience, and really go from that ego pride mentality to being honored to share people's experience and to share and create something that can help touch somebody and heal somebody and make somebody feel good and bring different people and classes and races and all that together. Like that is the bigger picture here, and I feel like that goes to understanding what you're here for and what do you want when it comes to whatever you feel like your purpose is. Mine, I feel like it's with music and entertainment and art, and that helps with that. It helps being open to building in that kind of way because it's so necessary. Absolutely.
Okay. So we're here talking to Aach, talented music, TikTok sensation. I was really impressed when went on TikTok and saw you dancing around, doing your music, and you have a very big following as well. So you say you've been doing this for about 3 years. So how did you take that 3 years and over 75,000 followers, and when did you transform, or have you always been? Because I remember you said at 9 you started with dance music. So is it you always dancing in your videos? Is you singing? Are you singing in your videos? What makes that old camaraderie together that just sets you apart?
I didn't get that following in 3 years. I got that in less than a year, in like 6 months on TikTok
Wow.
because of how TikTok works. So, like I said, I'm not really doing anything too spectacular versus any other person following a trend on TikTok because it's all about algorithm and timing. You use the right hashtag, you use the right time to post on that platform, and you caught a viral video. And as long as you use that momentum to keep building, then that's how that kind of worked out for me. And that's all I did with that because I'm actually figuring out how to incorporate my music and me coming out as an actual artist with that viral momentum on that platform because it does help. It is real. It a couple viral videos over there has helped my Instagram to go from 3,000 up until 7, almost 8,000 in less than 6 months. So it is helping. I didn't have to pay for anything. I didn't have to buy bots and streams and followers and all this stuff. I just use, I leveraged opportunity and that it works. I recommend it for that 110%. It is a part of building any business, any you artist, creative, it doesn't matter. It does help you in that way. And then to also help you with as far as the type of content that I create, again, finding just trying different things, finding my lane for the different platforms. I feel like on TikTok I can be more fun, be more myself, follow trends, continue to build those different audiences versus on Instagram, I'm strict artist, strict creative. It's a not a, without a shadow of a doubt. You go on there, I'm an artist, I'm a performer, I'm a singer. Making sure that I'm balanced balance what I want to share with the world on those, within those different platforms is also key. And that's what I've been focused on when it comes to that.
Okay, cool. So one thing I love about you is you a straight businesswoman. You are a
I
serious person.
am.
You are a serious person, and you from the Shy. You from Chicago, so you from the Shy. So I know you down home girl. You gonna speak your mind, and you got that swag. But one thing, like I said, is a lot of singers they just let everybody take care of everything, and you're hands on with everything that you do. So does that become overwhelming? And when do you give that control to your producers and to your team and your village?
That is absolutely what I'm working on right now. I am working on I just talked to what would you call it? Artist developer, yesterday. It's a guy, he works on like creative development, artist development. I just had a conversation with him yesterday about having that team, and he asked me what my routine was as an artist, and I feel like I already like gave him a fair warning or a fair disclosure of how I know I don't give the creative side of things and the artist side of things enough time because I'm so focused on the business. So it's like I focus on 80% business and like 20% artists when I really should be focused on 80% artists and 20% business. But I know what I need to be able to do that, which is being open to building this team and these individuals, the handful of individuals that I can really trust, so I can start transitioning. That's the word I want to use, into being more full time artists. Because anybody can be the producer, anybody could be manager, anybody can be the developer, anybody can be, they can help fund, invest, but everybody can't. No one can be Ash but me. So
Right. So speaking of Ash, I got to put you on the spot.
every time,
You know.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
so so before I'm about to put you on the spot, I want to ask you what makes a great song? Because music is everything and around us. It's from sadness to breakups to heartaches to just with everybody passing and dying. So what to you, where does your passion come from to make a great song?
Just experience for me, and what I feel makes a great song is a genuine expression of your experience. So if it's sadness, sadness. If it's happy, happy. If it's I want to make you dance, let's talk about that. If it's me getting to the money, it's that. If me, I already got the money, it's that. Yeah. If you're breaking up, if you're found the love of your life, whatever it is, whatever that you can express and relate with others with, I think that makes a great song. And sometimes it's heavier, sometimes it's a heavy song, sometimes it's just a dance song like Feel the Love.
Speaking of Feel the Love, let's go ahead and hear a little vocal pipes. Let's see what you got. Because I used to always mess with you, say, all right, for me, to hear all the chords and everything else is the song Amazing Grace. And when you sung that for me, you hit it and I was impressed. So the audience would love to hear, and I love to hear you sing. So why don't you give us a little bit of Feel the Love?
Okay, I will. I need some, right, need some tempo. Mm, Hey, 2, 2, 3, waking up. Hey, I see you on the other side, and ooh, I feel the sun. I see it burning in your eyes. Hey, waking up on the right side, see the sun all in your eyes. Gotta run all through my mind. Feel the love, feel the love. Waking up on the right side, see the sun all in your eyes. Gotta run all through my mind. Feel the love, oh baby.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Lovely. Lovely. So, who are some of the people that inspire you? Who do you have on your SoundCloud or Spotify? Who are the people that you just like when you hear that song, you just like, you turn it up, you want to hear it? Who are some of your influencers?
Everybody. I love a little bit of everybody. I don't know most people, but their music, I love a little bit of everybody. Right now, like, or 2022, favorite albums, Lizzo, my girl. Love Lizzo album. Love Harry Styles album. right at the end, like in December, listen to Kalani's album. I'm like, what in the world? And that is not even, I don't even know if it came out in 2022 or I was late, but I saw it and I was like, oh, I'll just give it a try. So happy I did. I think it was only like two songs I didn't like. I was like, oh, I gotta download this and save this. I love this. The other two will grow on me. It's okay. What else? What else? What else? Love Beyonce. I mean, I think that's just unspoken. Beyonce, 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 Beyonce. I love her. That's if we talk about history, the one of the first songs that made me realize that I wanted to do music was actually Baby Boy with Beyonce by Beyonce with Sean Paul. That and my sister used to live in Vegas and she would play it all the time. I would come visit her in the summer times and stuff like that and always would play it. And I'm just like, oh, baby boy, you stay on my mind. I'm like, oh, this is it. That's when I realized I was like, I love this. I love that. I want to do that. So, anywho, that's an unspoken. I love a little bit of everybody, every genre. Yeah, for sure. It's. I don't have favorite like artists. Like I have the ones that inspire me, and I have heavy influence from from growing up and listening to them, but I more so have favorite projects and songs as you know with time. Like that always changes. So I'm excited for my girl Chloe.
Okay, cool.
Chloe. Her album comes out soon. So I'm excited for that for this year. So yeah.
Cool, cool. So we're here with the wonderful, talented musical guest Ash, and I'm about to show a video clip of someone because I remember a second ago you said you don't know a lot of famous people, but you got to perform and sing in front of somebody from
Oh
Chicago, the
yeah.
hometown, guy that's doing the thing. So I'm about to play this video, and I want everybody to check it out, hear you sing in front of him, and then we'll talk about it.
I'm talking about my girl. I've got so much honey that the bees envy me. Oh, oh, oh. And I got a sweeter song than the birds in the trees. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess you say what can make me feel this way, my girl. All right. I'm talking about my girl. Thank you. Thank you. Great album.
Good job.
Keep
Really good
inspiring
job.
us, people like me. I'm just
Thank
a
you.
local Chicago
No,
artist.
No, you're doing your
Thank
thing.
you.
You sound good.
And I just released my first single, Heaven. First song ever.
Heaven?
And I'm excited, yes.
So we're back. As everyone can see, Common was the person that we spoke about. So how did that whole thing encounter, and how did you feel singing to somebody you knew that evaluates and loves talent?
I mean, it was so cool. I actually wasn't as nervous as I thought I was going to be. I'm more nervous performing I've been more nervous performing at an open mic, at a bar, than in that moment when I was with him. His energy was just so calming and so just light. I was there for a viewing. It was a book signing as well as a release for his album at the time. And I got to find his manager or his assistant, whoever it was that was there with him for that event. And I asked her and I said, I would love to sing for him if he has the time. Whatever I need to do, if I need to stay behind or whatever, I'll do that. And so she said, okay, just go at the end. He's going to sign everybody's posters and whatever they want to do, take pictures. So just go all the way to the end, stay to the end. And while he's signing, we're going to see if you can sing for him while he's signing and filling that stuff out. So I stayed to the end and I said I wanted to sing for him. And he said, okay, go ahead. So while he's signing, I start singing like you guys just saw. And he stopped signing and turned around. And I'm like, oh, shoot, he really listening. I'm like, okay, well, let me be like, I was for real, but like, let me be for real. Like, okay, well, period. If you're going to be here, I got a little sad, just a little sassy. And, cause it was just so cool. And he was sweet. He was sweet. He said, keep doing your thing. And I appreciate that moment. I feel like that was at best a confidence booster. Like, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Who can say, how many people we know can say they got to sing for Common or anybody that is so, important and so influential in their space, so great in what they do.
So that's dope and that's beautiful. And the one thing I really love is how you said that he, from being who he is, he actually locked in, focused, and was literally listening. And I know that made you feel good.
He gave me my 5 minutes. Thank you, sir.
Okay, cool, cool,
If he
cool.
ever gets to see this or if he ever watches this, thank
I'm gonna
you.
tag him. It'll get to him. It'll get to him. So speaking of projects, you and I are actually collaborating on a project called Live and in Color. It's a stand-up improv sketch comedy show similar to Saturday Night Live, Mad TV, and I really love the music part because music and films just go hand in hand. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna feature independent artists in between sketches, and Feel the Love is one of the videos and songs that I selected. And I'm really excited about that to give the exposure for people to see who you are. And like I said, I'm really excited about that. So that's just going to be dope.
Yeah, I'm excited too. It's a classic house record, Chicago birth house music, and house music is definitely getting some light and some shine on different aspects of, the world. People are doing different versions of house music and from different states and stuff like that. And I think that's so cool. That's so awesome. And I just felt like in the midst of that, I had to represent from Chicago. Like, hey, you know, you already know how that go.
I definitely do. So let's go ahead and talk about some the more music. You have a song coming out called About Time. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, it's about time. I released some new music. It's been 8 months. And even that record was Feel the Love. So that was more so a collaboration, a feature for shouts out to Chicago's own Trey Mortimer. He was a house DJ, so we love him. But yeah, it's about time. Literally and figuratively pretty awesome. Like, it makes me very happy. It's about my ode to music. It sounds like I'm talking about a relationship, and technically I am. My relationship with music. That is me just honoring stepping into my career, stepping into a new person, a new journey, seriousness in my career, and just what it does for me and how I relate to music and my art and others. So that's what About Time is about. It does have a feature. His name is Lazy or Lazy E, and I'm very excited. We have been in the works for this song. It was recorded 2 years ago, and I had other music already lined up. So now it's time for it to finally surface, and I'm very excited about that. The record is more hip hop. So my music genre that I'm messing with right now is more R&B mixed with dance, or like R&B alternative mixed with dance and a little bit of tempo pop. But I did want to at least do a record, especially with a feature. So that's pretty cool. That is more hip hop. It's more, I feel like it sounds more Chicago, more like it fits that space, because I feel like all the rest of my music does not fit. It doesn't fit, doesn't sound like I'm a Chicago artist. So I'm glad I get to make something. It was super fun. Um, and I'm glad I can be diverse in the way of collaborating and writing in that genre as well.
Well, shout out to Lazy E and shout out to Trey Mortimer for putting together some dope music and projects together for you. Now, in addition to music, I know that you have a bug and a passion for dancing and acting. So, explain to me and explain to us, how do those like passions, I guess the word I'm looking for is, how do you have the passion, like turn one on, turn one off? You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely. For me, what made it easy for me to know what I really want to do is what can I do and not get paid. Like, if I would never saw a dime, and I am not saying, like you said earlier, definitely a businesswoman, I am not saying I don't want to get paid. Let's not get it twisted. But if I was to do something, one thing for free for the rest of my life, it would be to create music. I knew that that's the only thing that I feel like would make me feel that way. Anything else, gotta get paid for it. Like I love it. It's fun. I enjoy it, but it wouldn't be the one thing that I would do for the rest. Like if I had to pick one thing. So that's how I determined that's how I determined what it was, what my purpose, what I felt like was the it thing for me. And as far as maybe even balancing them, I still enjoy these other things because not only do I give time to the different art forms, like you said, acting, modeling, right? I also have on the business side of things, I have other ways that or other skills or other avenues that I embrace and that I'm also making time for. I love day trading. I don't know if you're familiar with day trading or Forex or stocks or anything. I thoroughly enjoy that, as well as getting into real estate finally. So definitely have different things that we're juggling but at the end of the day, I know what brings me satisfaction. The business side will take care of finances, and then the art side makes sure that I feel full. So when I'm giving this cup out to everybody else that I love and I care about and I want to create opportunity for, it's not just a cup, it's not just the intention. I can actually still pour back into others.
Okay, cool. So the one thing I want to also talk about you, especially you being a woman, is about insecurities. And you, for a while, was insecure about your body and things like that. And at the age of 26, you put it all together mentally and emotionally and just said, all right, I know where I'm at and I know who I am. So tell us about that.
That is yeah, I feel like that today. And then tomorrow we'll be getting ready to cry in the mirror. It is a work in progress. It is a one day at a time journey when it comes to being secure in yourself. And it's just so easy to get distracted by so many other things. Like last year, I never grew up with acne, right? But last year out of nowhere, I'm getting adult acne, and I'm just like, what in the world? I'm like, this how does this even make sense? It's like I'm already short and petite, and I got the nerve to have acne. Now I really look like I didn't even look like this when I was 16. So it's like, how am I looking like this now? I'm like, what is going on? So it's like I'm getting confident in myself, in my career, I'm embracing my body and my body type, and I'm like, oh, you are beautiful. It's because there's different types of bodies and shapes and sizes. So all these things are going great, and then bam, now I have acne. I'm like, what the? I was just doing so amazing. So it's just an ongoing process, and I feel like the more you focus on creating spaces for yourself to in time and energy to love yourself and to remind yourself of all the good things and to remind yourself that uh, you will only be perfect if you're being your best self, and understanding the difference between that. We're not striving for perfection, which is something that I am always working on, but instead we want to just strive for the best us. And that is, you can be the best self being imperfect. And so changing that perspective will help you, but you have to give yourself that time and that space in knowing that and believing that and understanding what that is. That's my real genuine honest answer. Like I said, I am not a big, huge makeup person. You see, I have natural hair. I love all ways of art, right? So I do love dress up and hair and makeup and stuff, but it's not, I love natural, like everything natural. But it has been stressful for me, like I said, this past year with not having clear skin. And I'm just like, man, I don't even like wearing makeup. So it's like, but now I got this, but it's like, you know what? It's okay. Don't stress about it. It is what it is. That just means that you got more time to focus on what's really important. And shoot, maybe you can even wean out some people that would have a problem with it. If they can't see past that, you know what I'm saying? Like it's all gonna be fine. It'll be okay.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that because I know a lot of people need to hear that and go through the situation. And it's not just a woman thing, it's a man thing and everything else. So, so I appreciate you sharing that intimate information. So, before we get you out of here, I like to do a thing I call get to know the guest. So, I'm going to ask you a few questions and I want you to give me a one word answer. You ready?
Okay, I'm not, but let's do it.
All right. So, what is your favorite cereal?
My own. That's 2 words. Sorry, I already missed. I make my own cereal with granola and different seeds and different nuts and all that jazz.
Okay, so that is the first. So you don't buy a box of cereal in the store. You just mix it all together.
No, let me see. Can I show you what
Yes, you can. Because I see you are serious about this.
I like? Get different granolas.
Okay.
All right, this is what I'm trying right now, but I really like French vanilla. And I'll put chia seeds. I'll put pumpkin seeds. I'll put walnuts, cashews, pecans, all that good jazz, and mix it all together. And that's my cereal.
Okay, I got you. I got you. If you were stranded on an island and you can only pick two CDs, yes, I said CDs. You can only pick two CDs. Who would those two CDs be?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Think about, all right, I'll make it easy for you. You on an island, you about to go crazy. You need to listen to some music that's gonna calm your butt down and you can just listen to over and over again. Who would it be? It could be anybody from any era, anybody.
Oh my God. Calm me down, calm me down, calm me down, calm me down. Oh, who calms me down? Who is, I don't know.
You don't know.
Sade came to hit.
I was gonna say Sade. I knew it was gonna be. I knew you was gonna say that.
She came to my mind. I'm like, that was the first person that came to mind. But I'm like, man, I've been listening to Sade in so long. I'm like, is that even fair? Is that even a good fair?
I knew you was gonna say Sade.
She's calming.
Perfect. All right, and you can't think of the other one. I'll be honest with you. For me, it would be Prince and it would be Luther.
Okay. I mean, Harry Styles' music from Harry's House, his latest album. Most of the music on there is calming for me. So, ooh, I'm gonna have to throw him in there. That's my two for right now. Ooh,
What is the biggest challenge in music for you?
um, focusing on being an artist.
And my last question is, what is your favorite movie? Or what is one of your favorite movies?
Because I got a couple. I love Princess and the Frog. I love Moana. I love The Mummy Returns. I like Love Land Before Time, the first one, I believe. Any other ones? I love Crazy Rich Asians.
Okay, okay. What movie role could you see yourself playing in? What type of genre or what type of character?
A badass, like superhero. Somebody I always said, if acting is for me, I want to work with Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and I want to blow some stuff up, or I want to get blown up. One of the two. I want to jump over stuff. I grew up very active, very fit. Grew up in a gym. So my mom I told you earlier, she had the Performing Arts Center. She also had a children's health care. Those are her two businesses growing up. So I grew up active, never did sports. And if I didn't love performing arts, it would have been sports for me, for sure. I love volleyball. Absolutely was going down that route. But always jumping off stuff, wanting to climb stuff. Yeah, I love it. So action movie all the way.
Okay. So what is your favorite vacation spot?
Ooh, it's a tie.
Okay.
Oh, it might be a thry a word? I don't know if that's a word. I just made that up, but it might. Okay, no, for sure two. I'll just stick with two,
Okay.
if that's okay.
Yes, it is. You always breaking the rules anyway, so go ahead. I'm listening.
I'm not. I am, but I'm not. I'm not. I was just talking to somebody about this one, like literally yesterday. So I'll go at New Orleans. Yeah, everyone has to go. The energy there is beautiful, and it is feels so terrible that their economy has not been able to get back to where it was. And one day I really pray it does, and one day I'll be a part of it, helping them get things back to where it was. But the energy is still there. The spirit is still there. And I went as a child with a family trip, and I want to go as an adult. So whether it be Mardi Gras or just going in general, I'm like, it is beautiful there. Everybody should go there. And then second, the close second is Vegas, because Vegas was like a second home. I went there enough times because my sister lived there when she was in college. So I visited Vegas a few times.
I have never been to Las Vegas, and I'm a risk taker too. I'm not a gambler, but I'm a risk taker, and I've never been to Vegas, so I definitely got to go.
It's a good party scene. It's a good nightlife.
Okay, cool, cool.
So it's a good time. It's a good
All
time.
right, so the last question, I ask everybody this question. Even though you've been in the music business for about 3 years solid, what is the advice you would give your younger self just starting out?
Do it scared.
Do it scared.
Do it scared. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to not be sure. It's okay to, be nervous. Do it scared. That's okay. No one said you didn't have to. You can do it, and then eventually you won't be scared. You'll just be excited, or you'll be the nerves will be more positive versus negative. Just do it. Do it afraid. Do it scared.
I love that. I love that. So, my sister, I thank you so much for your time. Before we go, please tell everybody where they can find you, where they can check your music out, and what do you have coming up?
So I actually just got asked to do a performance February 12th. So I am getting stuff together to see if I can do that. If not, I want to do a live, like a virtual performance for the record. So we can look forward for that in the next couple months. And you can find me at Music by Aach on TikTok and Instagram, and you can find my music on all streaming platforms under Aach, which is AACH. Again, that is AACH. Check me out, guys. Thank you so much for having me, Marcus. A round of applause for you. Round of applause.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it, and we will be definitely checking you out and looking forward to the bigger and better things, because you are one of the people, when you do make it, you seem very grounded and prepared that you're going to actually just take it to another level. So I'm looking forward to it.
Woo! I like that. Hear it.
All right, my sister. I appreciate you.